Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Rock, coming with you for a replay review. Said Bird asked me to do your most recent game, I believe, for NGS. Says, and we'll take a look and see how you guys play Volskya Foundry. So Volskya in general tends to be a map where you're going to be focusing on getting the turrets. All of the toys on the map are the most important item to control. And the other thing that's kind of interesting or weird about this particular map is the objective doesn't tend to be game winning. I'll follow around Miz for now as I review this game. So, the first thing I observe and notice is what is our win condition and what are we looking to do. So, we are, looks like to be a pick slash all in composition. We have lots of stuns and CC. A Nubrak tends to be a pick tank with the ability to also go all in. We've got some good follow-up pick damage in Tyrande, right? Both Tyrande and Anubrak want to blow stuff up, so that should give us lots of CC. We're kind of missing, I'll call it the burst mage. Like, obviously both Hanzo and Mephisto can burst, but it's not like necessarily the same burst like a Jaina brings. So that'll be something that'll be interesting to see as we play this game, how well we're able to follow up on one another and make those things happen. Looking at the other team, they are also pick or all in, right? Like, obviously, if you take a Stitches, you're going to be most likely playing pick or all in. Most people don't play wall Stitches nowadays. I'll be surprised to see if the Stitches goes Gorge or Root. Most likely Gorge because you're playing into Mephisto. So I don't know when in draft that happened, but that's going to be one thing that might be really challenging for you as you play throughout this draft. Is once level 10s come online, Mephisto might be just dead. That's an excellent body block, Miz. I just don't think it got called because nobody followed up on that. That was a really good body block. But yeah, so I think something to watch for at 10 is our power spikes, and they definitely will have some great power spikes on us. I'm glad we're going to the camp. Like I said, we really want to be doing those camps on cooldown on time, because the faster you complete the turret camp, the faster they will come back up for the next one. Our team obviously isn't amazing at camps. I think that should really be Sonya that's coming up here and doing this camp, and then you can have PlantFax cover for that lane, just so we have vision control and things that are available. But obviously you can each look at that. We're looking at Invade. I don't know if we owled this yet. We found them, good job, and we leave. Yep, that's what we're supposed to do. We're going to speed things up just a little bit. So, as we play this game, we also want to make sure we're not giving Zul'jin tons of stacks, right? That's their late game scaling potential. This map always goes to late just because the objective is so weak. So, us having Mephisto and Hanzo, we both have some late scaling heroes. They don't scale as hard as Zul'jin, we'll say, but definitely late game Mephisto is really strong, especially with level 20 endurance. And then or you can also flip to the Mimic. They also have really strong 20s in their Leoric. So both teams seem to be fairly well balanced. It's going to come down to who actually gets the engage that they want to get. Both teams, well, I guess Zul'jin does have siege. I was like, both teams don't have super strong siege potential, but Zul'jin does enable a lot of siege. So unfortunately, we missed our CC train there. If you're looking for a kill there, Penguin was not in range, so you got to make sure that you're able to follow up on that too. One of the best ways to beat Stitches is and keep vision up on them. Great job keeping vision there. Looks like we're looking to engage. There it is. There's our buttons. Well done. Yes, great job. Good kill. D-Wit's going to get... Oh, he dies too. Watch out for the turret. Oh, you lived. Okay. Looking good so far. Nothing too crazy. We do have opportunities to get that healing camp because this first objective's kind of weak. So you could feel free to kind of tug of war and play the map as well. You don't have to have everybody down here on the point, which it looks like we're starting to rotate and do things with. We're cutting off rotations, so we win the objective. Looks like we're kind of seeing now that we're going to tug of war, so we walk away. Yep, danger, watch out for those hooks. So if we're looking to re-engage, obviously we would want Sonya here, or you can call to split push the turrets up again, which is why I was talking about getting that turret done as fast as possible. Because if you complete the turret on time, as soon as it's up again. So you could have two turrets to fight for the point compared to the one that both team already used. So if we're able to bring that second turret with us to the fight without having to lose the percentage, that would be huge. But obviously, as I said, something to learn about macro-wise as we play. Holding the wave as long as we can. Yep. That was a little deep on an engage. Maybe you felt forced like you had to go in because of the timer. But there was, yeah. Trying to fight them post. We're kind of all over the place there. Let's quickly look at that. Okay. So the first attempt... Okay, we're not going to get to see the first attempt. Okay. So, oh no, it is. So the first attempt here, right? We're fishing, we're looking for a kill. But look at where our positioning is. Like, Tyrande has increased range. Or no, Tyrande did not take increased range. Tyrande has Owl, right? So Tyrande can't really follow up on your stun until Tyrande's like right here. So it's not really going to be a potentially a good engage. Like, even if you did hit Stitches here, right? Like, we don't have our true CC follow-up. Like, you hit Stitches and you push your second Q, Tyrande maybe gets in range to land the stun, and then all we have is the W from Mephisto, but it's on cooldown. So, like, this engage here is kind of awkward. And so it felt like we just, quote-unquote, gave away the objective early, which you can do, right? It's okay to give away the early objective as long as we're getting split map pressure and doing other things with it, right? I understand maybe not wanting the objective because that gives Zul'jin tons of free stacks, and we can't really not stack Zul'jin when we're in the objective. But if we're going to, like, not play for the objective, we really should be, like, doing other things. Getting the items. Pushing the buildings, right? Like, there's lots of choices here to do that would be a lot better than the last 30 seconds of us standing around here middle if we're not actually planning to fight for it, right? So just something to think about is what exactly do you want on the first objective? Because in reality, that first objective is not going to get a lot. Like I said, your siege is kind of weak, but you do have Sonya, so you're able to, like you said, you had that split. If you guys wanted from the beginning to have Sonya split pushing and sieging up here, call it split push. But if you guys wanted to fight, you're like 10, 15 seconds too late. You need to get there much earlier. So we attempted an engage there. So now this Q is now peel instead of engage. Penguin's trying to follow up on it because you're throwing your stuns as stuns. Bird's seeing a free Zul'jin that's off the point that is asking to be chunked. And so we're left with effectively the only person that can contest is Plant on Hanzo. And Hanzo can't do that, so Hanzo's going to leap the heck out of there, right? So we lost the objective, which is fine. You don't have to win every objective. We lost the objective, and now we're looking at a re-engage. And this is where it felt like we were all over the place. So the DPS are south, right? The tanks and engages are north. Okay? As we come in here, I'm thinking, if I'm Miz, I'm stunning right here. Because those are the targets that my DPS can reach. Instead, we're looking back here. Right? Like, yes, you got the 3, right? You got, oh, baby, a triple. Like, you hit it. But, like, this doesn't do anything because your DPS are down here. Right? And Bird and Gwyn are running away trying to not spread herpes over here. So, right, like, and effectively, because we didn't engage on the targets down here, right, like, nothing happens up here. Right? Sure, Brightwing Boo critical missed, and, you know, like, you CC'd, so they got full health off of that stun and slow. But, like, if the damage was down here instead, right, like, Mephisto is on the target and is able to get the constant damage, maybe the hook doesn't hit Hanzo, and so we can keep auto-attacking or shooting from here. But just that little bit of miscommunication, misengage, prevents any real follow-up. So something to think about if you're not calling what specific engages. Just remember the tiny arms or the lengths of DPS you can follow up with. I think post 10 when you've got Leap and the Mephisto ult, like, that's a great pile to be looking for. But you need to be potentially changing what your engage targets are at different points in the game. I do love that you attempted to go for a kill there on them when they're in the objective. That's one of the things that people tend to forget, is that the objective, when you put 2 people in the objective, that means that they can't cover for themselves. So being able to force fights while they're in the objective can be huge. So make sure you take note that Stitches did take Gorge. So Mephisto, the rest of the game, you're not allowed to effectively E willy-nilly, because there's a chance that you get hook gorged and there's nothing that you can do. I love that we're using the vision to control. Yep. Okay, we know they're top. So if we're doing this, we're going to, yep, there we go. Okay, so we're looking to cut off the rotation. We're not looking to steal. That's fine. All right, as we're continuing to rotate around, we still want to get the toys as much as we can. They're going to be up +1 toy right now just because of the health camp, but That matters for the next point. Yeah, we've got a great wombo combo here available. They're showing 4 bot. Yep. Watch those rotations. Good minimap usage. They have not answered top here on this camp, so slowing down this camp rotation. Good job. Again, vision control. Just don't get yourself killed. Alright, we didn't really support the camp. Yeah. I'm not quite sure if we're looking for a fight or something, but, like, they've got a 5-man rotation coming up here. And, like, the only person that was supporting the camp was Miz. Right? Like, Miz is supposed to be the one that's guarding rotations, which he did. But, like, you can't just, like, leave the camp to get cleared for free. Like, we didn't do anything then with the camp. Like, again, we're controlling vision and stuff. It's like, but what's our win condition? Are we trying to wait for the next objective to 5v5? Because, like, again, so Bird's posting up here, and we're trying to siege bottom, but our siege hero is Bird, right? Like, not that, like, you guys are terrible at it, but, like, you definitely don't siege nearly as hard as Sonya does. So it feels like we're, like, having the right idea, but having the wrong heroes doing it. Again, oh! Oh! Whoa! Look at that wombo combo. That was beautiful. Definitely a little scary having potentially the leap be the starting engage because of the timing, but you guys got it to work out. Oh. Tyrande got gorged. Tyrande's going to live. Tyrande things. You guys might be able to kill. Don't eat out. So, good job. Really cool wombo. I'm glad that you guys made that work. So the question becomes, what do we do with it? We won our combo. We did our thing. And, you know, effectively, it got us ahead on XP. We're getting ahead on the objective. Bottom's pushed in. You gotta really be careful now because Stitches and them have 13. We're ulting the Stitches, a solo Stitches ult. Maybe a kill. Okay, there we go. I was like, you guys have this cool wombo, and then we just solo rip things, but that still worked out. Okay, again, looking good. You got your pick, you got your kills. Just play your game, right? Like, the only way we lose now is if we get gorged. So we try not to get gorged. And then we also want to make sure we don't do too many things at once. So this is really scary, actually. So they're down just one player. Okay. Sonya's showing middle. They were all seen top. So if they find out that you're here, right, like, they have a numbers advantaged fight, despite the fact that we have a kill. So just be careful trying to not do too many things at once. Or if you're going to do something like this, to have the right people in the right places. Like, Hanzo can get away from here, right? Same with a Nubarak, which is probably why a Nubarak came up here. But Hanzo cannot peel or grab the item here if it's dangerous, because he's going to be gorged. So we really should have a Nubarak here with probably Nilio and Wengun to do this camp, and maybe even Sonya can help if you really need to burn it down fast. And having Hanzo up on top by himself, because he can at least leap over these walls here to dodge hooks and things and has vision control. So just be aware, because we're kind of, again, we're doing the right things, but maybe doing it with the wrong heroes or being too aggressive, and we can get punished for being too split. So they obviously didn't do anything there. Again, they're going to push up for the objective. You guys are up so much. You're almost got 16s. You can wait to tug of war this out. We're looking to engage. There's a great wombo again. Everything lands. Just short on the kill confirm. There it is. Look at that. You guys are totally nailing it. Mephisto does get gorged, right? That's to say you have to watch out for that, but they're already dead at this point, so it doesn't really change much. Everything's looking great. You guys are landing your wombos, doing your stuff. Okay. So again, we got the objective. We're pushing. What do we do with it? What's next? Right? So we're going to siege. We're going to take what's closest and easiest, which is good. Zul'jin's dead, so you don't have to worry about stacks. Definitely secure buildings. Have Sonya off split pushing to make sure that we don't miss any soak. Looks good. I would just open up the map and go mid to play into your win condition. I wouldn't keep pushing top. So looks like that's what we do. The wall's not down yet, though, so you need to be careful. Mephisto specifically needs to be careful. Yeah, this rotation's a little greedy. We ended up taking a lot of extra damage. If we would have rotated safely, we could have killed the wall and brought the minions to push with us instead of not finishing the wall and losing a lot of our damage. We hop out of the protector with 13 seconds left. Are we looking for a fight? Are we looking to not give Zul'jin stuff? I guess if you're not looking to get Zul'jin stacks, like, it's pretty safe. You don't have to do that, but that's fine. Okay. We're looking for an engage. We're looking... Oh, we got ulted mid Wombo. Okay, we still got our kill. A noob might die. No, he's okay. Oh, Hanzo gets gorged. We're eating it. We're eating it. Oh, we're going to lose 2. We're going to lose 3. Okay. So let's back up for a sec. Why? Okay. We have 15 versus 16, right? So again, I already talked about this rotation. But 15 versus 16. We've got 10 seconds left in the objective, and we decide to jump out, right? This is okay. You don't have to have both people in. It's okay to use the protector like a bunker. So you have a way to get cleansed. This is too aggressive. Look at where your team is for follow-up. I agree we have the ability to follow up, but you still had Hanzo in the objective. Like, you hit him because of your level 16 epicenter, right? But then you didn't throw up your follow-up queue if you were actually looking for it, right? Like, if you're going in and looking for that kill, you need to be Eing and then queuing to make sure that you secure the follow-up for your team. You accidentally walk out of the way of Stitch's hook, which then gets Plantfax, who walks into the hook, so he can't follow up with the arrow, right? Obviously, Neil's has got the follow-up, and Toronto's got the follow-up, so we end up hitting 2, but we end up cocooning Stitches. Are we like afraid of Stitches at this moment? Like, he has Gorge, sure, so he could mess up Mephisto. So I'm good with this. Just think about your usage of your ults, because now Mephisto has one less hero to hit. It's one of the reasons that you typically don't see a Nubarak and Mephisto on the same team, because a lot of his abilities and things require or get bonuses from hitting this multiple targets. So we got our kill. Right here we got our kill. And then we're just not paying attention or not respecting Stitches. So, like, we got Gorge for free, right? And effectively at this point, like, you might just have to call him dead. Because, like, now we're diving past the tower, right? They're only down a healer, so we're tanking the tower shots here. There's no heals coming from Wangwin because we already used them. We walk into, effectively, a triple stun from KT. Triple chain bomb, and then can't leave because of the... entomb. And then we don't have our leap back up because of the accidental hook down here when we leaped away down here. So now we don't have our tools. So what typically is a 4v5 up talent tier type of thing where you want to be pushing a building, you want to do, but like, we definitely overstep pretty far to help plant here. And then we end up losing, I think 3. Oh my gosh! Okay, Bird lives. You should have lost 3. Yeah. So just remember, like, pick your engages as they make sense, right? Like, if you're gonna especially be doing wombo type stuff like that, where you've got everyone synced up, like, you got to be calling that and doing that better. So, because we pretty much gave them, like, we just solo ulted there. Like, he was dead. He didn't need the ult. So, we, like I said, we effectively were up 2 levels, and we gave them a whole bunch just for a wall, right? Wall and half damage on the shield. We're looking to invade. Leo can get up pretty quick. This is a little dangerous based on our positioning. Yep, and now we have to give it. Oh, unless you're looking to kill Brightwing. Oh, that's unfortunate. That didn't look like we were on the same page. Okay. We get our kill. So, of course, we get our kill. What do we do with it? Right? Like, I love the idea. What's something... How do we be the most aggressive to do the most good in this time? They are down 2 players. We are looking at the Zul'jin. It didn't happen. Right? So, right here, why aren't we knocking down middle? This looks to be pretty free, right? And if they step up, you have stuns and CC. right? I would be hitting this building. You already have a wave here. Take what's easiest and most free. So to me, this looks good, right? 10 seconds on Stitches, 31 on Leo. Like, you should be able to knock down that building 2v3. Right? Like, you didn't even show up and the building took 2,000 health of damage. So, especially if Leo's going to be watching you do this invade, like, this is dangerous. Because if we're going to be doing an invade, we need to bring everybody. We can't be splitting off to catch soak if we're trying to steal a camp, because it's same numbers and they have vision of it. So effectively, us, we show up to the camp, we properly see them, and we start to back up. We go, nope, we don't want to play here. But like I said, Bird sees a Brightwing out by herself and goes, hell no, let's kill this thing, which I think you can do. But like, this would be so much easier to do if you're all here compared to doing too many things at once. Because now we leap in here, we hit the Q, and it's just not enough. Right? And then now they're up, and Bird dies from being overextended. The arrow's good, but it's not going to save everyone. So, I think take what's free or work together as 3. Don't be split there if you're going to do something aggressive. It's one of the problems that you have is when you feel like you're up all game, you can do whatever you want, you own the world, and then we overextend how much we can do and can't do at each position. So, yep, they should be trying to steal our camp. Oh, bug boy. Good dodge. So this is their chance to start coming back in. They have to answer top eventually. They're showing middle. We're down a player. We just don't want to get hooked. Oh, okay. They messed up their combo. We're trying to fight and ult without Sonya right now. We don't have Sonya. Yeah. I think that's Mephisto dead because of Stitch's thing, right? In general, we shouldn't be here. Right? Like, if we shouldn't be looking to fight and ult. Right, this is exactly what I was saying. Like, when you play your Stitches into Mephisto combo, you're not allowed to E in for free. Like, it has to be purposeful. So, like, you missed your ult, and then you'd eat in further than your team can help you, and he just gorges you. This is, like, Stitches, May, Nanubarak. I forget. I think there's one more. But effectively, they 100% can counter your displacement. And effectively, it leaves you for dead. Right? Because now the only way you can get help is if Miz cocoons you. But Miz was running away for his life because he got hooked, so he couldn't cocoon to break it. And then, yeah, you're just on an island. You can't be helped over there. Miz chain bombs his teams. We're throwing all of our ults to try and save people. Like, as much as it hurts to cut losses, you may need to, like, come up with a keyword or something that just says, let me die. Or, just let me go. Because, let's say, because that's twice now that, like, we've blown a whole bunch of ults and done a whole bunch of stuff to try and save somebody when they're pretty much dead to rights as it is. Trying to slow them down. Okay, just watch out for hook here. Oh. At least you had dig that time. Or your trigger finger was on the dig. So they get this camp. There's nothing we can do. Top is dying because of our macro decisions. So we lose top. So the third objective is really the first time when that objective actually starts to scale and do enough. By the third objective, most teams will both be 20, and this will actually start doing damage and hitting things. So if you have to choose to fight for the objectives, this is the first one that you really kind of want to fight for, especially if your team has a really strong 20 wombo combo, which it looks like that's what you guys are playing for and doing, rather than a true pick. Oh, that's out of position. Oh, that was a great friendly hook. There's not a lot you can do there. Hopefully you can turn on this. Okay, I guess we still get him. Oh my gosh, the friendly hook again. Okay. Yep, that's all we can do. That was just well played. I think we could have played that differently. Like, I would have liked to have seen the engage happen differently, because, like, we could have all positioned around the Zul'jin to make sure that the friendly hook doesn't happen. but we kind of like went for the KT and then ran up here and then came back. But I think that's fine. Like I said, they played well. That's good friendly hooks. Okay, we have 20s now. There's an argument to be had that we shouldn't have engaged there until we had 20s, just because how strong our 20s are, especially since we took the upgrade on Mephisto's ult and having rewind available. But, whatever. So 20s versus 20s. We're down a couple ults. We want to make sure that our engages are crisp and that we don't get hooked, right? The only way we lose this game is if we get hooked or we get, like, silencing entombed. So first hook's down. Slow that down a little bit again. So we're taking free percentage. Yep, play towards the vision, play north. All right, we're going to walk away. Wait, what? Did Bird take the... Oh, he took the movement one with Q. Okay. So, you might just be dead again. Well, he didn't die. Oh, yeah, you die. Oh my gosh, this is chaos. Holy crap, you lived. Okay, I'm not even going to review that. So, play to your strengths. You know that the only way you can lose is getting hooked. So, and entombed. Right? So play around that and decide if it's worth fighting the 5v5 for you. I do think it's worth fighting the 5v5 because you can punish their clumps and you can punish what they do. Just doing your best to position to make sure that we're not getting hooked, and you try and use your beetles to block the hooks. Like you didn't take the beetles on one, so it makes it a little bit harder. Good kill. That's a little deep, but we got heals. We're taking the building, which I like. Oh, we're not taking the building. We're still looking for kills. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, okay. Well, the bird got the shot, so it don't matter, I guess. But, like, we get him too. I was going to say he has Tesdingo, doesn't he? Oh, he dodged that. That's pretty good. So, yes, we're good at killing things, but don't forget to do the map. Right? Like, this was super safe and free after we got our kill and the bird sniped the other one. But instead, we're like searching for more kills, and it gives us a chance to overextend and die into some of their displacement skills. So, if we're gonna play for the objective as 5, make sure we're ready. Try and get lanes prepped. Yep, which we're doing now. We see they're at the healing item. They might try and force. You can slow them down. Oh, we're giving up the objective. We spent all this time getting the objective and not playing the macro side of the map. And then we see them middle and we're trying to force. So we see them all middle. Stitches is up, so this is a full 5v5. I think Stitches, I'm going to cheat, he's at the well. Yeah, he just got up, that's what I thought. So, we have vision that they're rotating middle. Okay. Like, we got our kill. We got them to blow the healing item. I'm just... Okay. Like, you got your kill. It worked out. It just feels like it's really weird that, like, we blew, you know, 2 ults to... Oh, boy. And then entomb things. Okay. I'll finish my thought, and then I'll come back to the entomb things. This might have to be a 2-part video with how long this game is. I didn't see it was freaking 30 minutes long. Okay. So, if we're going to commit all of our time and resources to get this objective, do it. Take the objective. If you're not planning on using the objective to push with the buildings, don't be here. Go do macro things. Knock down this building. Go take the healing item. Invade their camp. Right? Like, you have 2 dead and all the time in the world to go do what you want. The objective is starting to be valuable, so take it. But instead, we leave the objective and go look for a gank middle. Right? Like, I'm okay if you want to pick them as they're coming down or pick them as they're coming to you. Right? Like, say it's like, and it's like, oh, you see more than 1 player rotating, or you see more than 2 players rotating, don't do it. Like, your little wombo of you three should be able to blow up anyone that's out of position. But, like, doing it underneath their building? Like, we don't need to be this far forward to make it happen. And then, like, because we brought all 5, right? Like, you know, sure. Again, friendly hook, whatever. It's like we brought all 5. We didn't get the objective, right? So now we have an opportunity to do something else. So now that we're up a kill, what is the most dangerous thing they have? Chokes and Entomb. We blew all of our ults. We have no ults. We don't want to fight. We want to take what's free. So if you want to take this, say it's like you have to know where all 5 of them are, or 4 of them are. You cannot do this without any of your AoE clumping stopping ults, right? So it's like they also have Gorge. If you're standing here, they have vision to be able to Gorge and put you over the wall. This is dangerous. Yes, you're up 5v4, but you don't have your tools, right? So to me, I would secure the objective with 1 player. Watch this, right? Watch it. Have our offlaner come clean this up, right? And then get our own turret. So like a 1-3-1 or something, with like Hanzo being down here so he can leap over this wall, or Sonya so she can leap over this wall to get out, while we do this and this. Right? Like we didn't play for the objective, and then we played for it for like 85%, and then we walk into hooks down, and we're looking for kills. Right? Again, like, do we want the do we want the item, or do we want kills? Because look where Tyrande is. We can't be this split. Like, we're doing too many things. Like, we're up, and then we end up killing ourselves. And Tyrande's sitting over here flaming you guys because no one's on the same page. Like, we got the protector, and now it's worthless because everybody's dead. So, all right, I'll pause there for now. I'll come back and do part 2. Let me write down 20 minutes. So we'll see how you guys finish this one. So 20 minutes flat on the timer. All right, this is Rock for part 1 of Heavy Group Therapy on Volskya Foundry. Catch you quickly on the next one.